Oh man, he's turning this into Soul Train.
Hey, it's time to get this party started.
We're on Soul Train over here. Paging Stephen Ogg. Stephen Ogg, please sashay over to the main platform.
Is this not there we go? Woohoo! Here I come.
Please sashay over to the main stage for the GTA Grand Theft Auto panel. Grand Theft Auto Los Santos.
I was gonna eat my Sandy. You all get to witness me eat my sandwich.
May Lizzo.
You're 20 years too early.
We can share sandwiches.
Aw shit, here we go again.
En français, une pomme.
You gonna sit up here and eat an apple?
It's a trend for me to eat up here on stage.
Because I like to, if people are waiting, I don't go to the green room. I'm here for you guys, so it's like.
Hey, speak up, man. Don't do all
I eat
this shit.
now. What?
Speak up.
Sometimes I don't know, is he Adam or Eve over here?
Take your mic, we'll share this one, man.
Hey, y'all. First off, man, look. Man, y'all gotta give a good little something, man. We got Melee in here, man. CJ from San Andreas, dog. Come on, man. Yeah. So, I got a question for you guys.
How many of you guys were born when San Andreas came out?
I was already alive.
One dude's out there going, man, I played it in the womb. Before four.
What's it like being part of one of the most iconic gaming franchises of all time?
Amazing. I didn't know it was gonna be as big as it was when I was doing it. You know what I mean? But they turned it into a masterpiece. Everybody knows who CJ is. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But this is our first time being all together, so you guys getting to see this first, because we've never did a con, a panel, nothing together until right now.
So thank you, Nostalgia Con, for bringing us here.
Yeah, y'all better file in. All you guys back there in the crowd section there, come on up here because we're going to have question and answer and all that kind of stuff too. So
Take a
Let's
seat,
go.
make yourself comfortable, have a snack.
take your shoes off, stank up the place. Let's go. Next question.
What was that audition process like for the game, for each of your roles? Yeah.
Well, actually, how it all first started, it's a guy by the name of DJ Pooh. He's
Legend.
hell of a producer. He makes films. He's like huge in the game. I used to go to Pooh's studio and he would do beats and I would rap on the beats, right? So Pooh gave me a call and he was like, "Hey Melee, what's going on?" So I'm talking to him regularly. "Oh, what's up, Pooh? Man, I got this new rap, man. I'm gonna come to the studio and I want you to play these beats." I started rapping on the phone.
You just call
with
him Pooh?
DJ Pooh.
But you just call him Pooh, or do you always have to say
No, we
DJ?
call him Pooh.
That's cool.
So he was in a meeting with Rockstar Games and he didn't let me know. So when they heard me talking, they was giving them the thumbs up. And so like we got off the phone and maybe 15 or 20 minutes later he called me back and he was like, "Hey Bailey, I was in a meeting with Rockstar Games." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool."
Dude, we got that deep voice.
Yeah. And he was like, "No, but they heard you talking." I said, "Well, why you didn't tell me?" He said, "Because I didn't want you to be too extra out or too mellow. I wanted you to be Melee." He said, "But they was giving me the thumbs up. So they want you to come audition." So I'm like, "All right, cool." So about 2 weeks later, we pull up to the audition. It's a studio called Record One where Dr. Dre recorded our album. So I pull up to the studio and there was a line wrapped around the building. So I'm like, "Oh shit."
Here we go again.
I would really, like, honestly, I'm not gonna bullshit you. Like, and doubt sat in my mind because I seen all those people and I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna get this. So I went and I read the lines. And I went in the studio with them after I read, and I kind of fell asleep in there. And they again. So I'm like, did all those people go? They was like, no, not yet. So I'm like, all right, cool. So if I'm going to read again for the second time, they must like something. So I went in there and I read again. They had me read the script to Menace to Society. But I had seen the movie so many times to where I knew it by heart. So I go in there and I'm, give me your wallet, fool. Give me everything. So the director was like, oh man, like you sound really convincing, man. So I'm like, good, okay, that's cool. I went back, they said we got a few more people in mind, we're gonna let these other people go, but we have you in mind. And would you be available to come to New York? I'm like, hell yeah. So after they did that, they narrowed it down. I don't know who else was in running for it, but they ended up giving me a call like, hey Melee, we need you in New York in 2 weeks. I'm there, bam. And we started the process.
That's how it goes, man. Yeah, it's a little different for us, because for us it was kind of like, it was like a regular audition, you know. We went to Bernie Telsey's office as casting director in New York, and you know, we had the material, we read the scene individually on tape, and then went home and, you know, I was like, yeah, I know I nailed it pretty good, but, you know, I told my wife, I go, I you know, whatever. A month goes by, I don't hear anything. I'd forgotten all about it. Completely forgot all about it. And we get a call for a callback, which ended up being an act-off, right? They brought in 2 Trevors and 2 Michaels. And we had to match up. So those 2 guys went in, Steven went in with the other Michael, I went in with the other Trevor, and then those 2 guys went in, and we were sitting out there on the couch like this, and I said to Steven, I go, how was your guy, man? He goes, you know. I'm like, my guy sucked, man. I said, man, I hope you can bring it. He goes, I can bring it. I said, okay, good, let's fucking do it, man. We went in, and well, we just threw down the scripts and went at it, didn't we? It was like, it was awesome, man. He hit me upside the head in this audition, and I drilled him in the chest. You know, and it was the graveyard scene. It was the graveyard scene where Brad is revealed in the coffin, you know, in the grave. And I knew we had, when we were done, I told Stevie, he was downstairs getting on his bicycle, because, you know, Stevie, he likes to ride his bike. And I said, dude, I'll see you on the set. I know you got it. I'm pretty sure I did. I'll see you on the set, right?
I don't remember the audition itself. I do remember after on the street, because for me it resonated.
Your bike was tied up to a pole.
Yeah, but I remember because it was, and I'm sure you're all well versed in the theater world, so my references will probably go over well. But there's Sam Shepard is an iconic American playwright, as is Mark McDonough, who's an Irish playwright. But both have plays. One's True West, one's Lonesome West. Both plays are about brothers and about the love and the hate and the conflict between brothers.
Real life.
So what I remember is that afterwards, that's what I felt after we had got the opportunity to play together. Out on the street, I was like, it felt like a True West, or it felt like a scene where these 2 guys have this brotherly love and hate thing. That's what I remember, that feeling. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that on stage.
And that came into the game too. It was very much like that. So your audition was cool too.
So hold on, I want to hear this story personally myself, because for y'all that don't know, this is my blood cousin. And when you do these games with Rockstar,
for all the cousins out there, let's clap.
They make you sign an NDA where you can't talk about it, right? You can't say nothing. So you would think by this being my family, he would say, hey man, don't say nothing, but I'm working with Rockstar Games. That never happened. So I would like to know how your process was.
Hey, my shit was just like his. I got a phone call from DJ Pool to come and audition. It was a line of motherfuckers around the corner the same way. So the 2 black guys, I guess, we got a different thing than the theatrical shit that happened over here.
Hey, do we have a round of applause for the black guys?
Can we get a round of applause for the black guys? God damn.
Really nice with the black guys. So awesome. That's such a Trevor thing to say.
No, but it was the same, pretty much close to Melee's audition. But the crazy part about it is, it was like fucking damn near 20 years apart. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that 20 years apart that my cousin was the lead actor in San Andreas, and I was just, I was happy. I was bragging about him when he got the job for San Andreas. That's my cousin, that plays CJ. Now, I did go in there too to land some voices for gang members. I don't know who the fuck I am in San Andreas, but you might have heard his voice.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about that. Because, you know how you got the NDAs, you can't say anything. When you were doing the voices of the gang guys in San Andreas, did you guys even know that he was doing voices that you were doing? Even when you were working on the thing, you didn't have a clue because you didn't do the mocap for it, right?
I never saw him in the studio. When he was gone,
that's crazy.
See, they already picked him. He was already in New York working. Like, yeah. Yes, sir. But
when we ask for questions, that's when you speak.
But he was already working in New York, and I was in the studio in LA saying, get on the ground, cuz, don't what you bumping into me for, all that type of shit, right? But fast forward all the way to GTA 5, my audition went the same way as his pretty much, you know what I'm saying? They already knew what they wanted when they first heard me, I guess. Me and Slink, that played Lamar, and we auditioned back and forth with a bunch of other people. And they ended up picking me, 2 weeks later, like he said, that 2 week later shit. And flew me to New York, and the rest is history.
Test. Let's open up to the audience for questions, huh?
Oh, now we're in trouble. Don't ask us about GTA 6.
I mean, there is a question that had something related to GTA 6, and it's directed to Steven. You had mentioned a while back on social media that you wanted your character Trevor to be killed off, like right at the start of GTA 6. Why, man? We love Trevor, and we love the trio. Am I right, people? We love Trevor, right? Yeah.
Well, no, when someone was talking about it, I said, because Trevor kills
Johnny Klevitz.
at the beginning.
You're such a gamer.
At the beginning of 5, so I thought that would be kind of a cool, nod to that, like basically kill this main character in the first scene.
Well, from what I understand,
I think it's a cool pass.
From what I understand, I come back in GTA 6 and stomp you in the head and kill you.
Yeah.
And then the lead guy kills me.
Just so you know.
And then Melee comes back.
CJ has this whole thing with Trevor.
And says, oh shit, here we go again.
It's good. You guys just have to go out and get GTA 6 at a store near you, or Walmart near you.
Hey there. I noticed some of you guys mentioned that you occasionally play games. So either before or after voice acting in Grand Theft Auto, did you guys ever play any of the games in the franchise of Grand Theft Auto? And if so, which ones are your favorites?
I've played every game in the franchise, from the very first one, which was like top-down Frogger on wheels, and because I started gaming with Pong, because I'm a boomer, okay? So yeah, I played all of them. I played all of them in order. My preference in order goes GTA 5, Vice City, San Andreas, GTA 4. That's me. But now that I know Melee so well, I want to bump San Andreas up to number 2.
No, fuck that. Keep it 100.
Yeah, I think I will keep it down.
Mine is San Andreas, GTA 5, and the rest of them.
What's yours, man?
I had played Vice City with Tommy Vercetti, is that his name? Yeah, because I wanted to get introduced, because I don't really play games and shit. But once I knew that I was going to be involved with that, then I went and played Vice City and got into it, and then I played the hell out of San Andreas. And then when I got to GTA 5, I played with his character first, and then I'm like, hold on, I can't finish this motherfucker. And it's still in the console right now.
But when you get to the end of it, make sure you pick A.
Next.
Steven,
Hey, bro, we working right now.
Say is the funniest line in GTA 5.
What?
Your funniest line or joke in GTA 5.
What's yours, Solo?
What?
I don't know. For me, you know, there's so many great jokes in our game. Our game, I feel like, is the funniest by far. But I think for me, it's probably yes. I hear Stockholm Syndrome. It's very nice this time of year. Or what is it?
Grove
Hillbilly.
Street.
Yeah, hillbilly. There's nothing I like more than a blood feud, a gang, or what are the hillbillies on a blood feud? That's what I live for. I like that one too.
I guess, well, it's the only thing I remember because we just talked about me stomping, so I think my favorite line is the cunt, 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 cunt. Also my favorite word, so it worked out wonderful.
Hi again. I just wanted to ask how you guys are all just like amazing actors. I wanted to know how you guys like kind of got into this world, like just like how you guys were able to just get into like voice acting in general. Because for you two, you guys just kind of got like pulled into it. Like I wanted to know if you guys had any advice for any of that sort of stuff.
Well, for me, it was a pretty much not what you know, who you know. You know, I end up just knowing a good friend of mine. Like we said, Melee story goes back to DJ Pooh. So it's not what I knew, because I never was like into acting for real. Even though I did a couple movies before with this same guy, DJ Pooh. A movie called The Wash and another movie called Three Strikes. You know what I'm saying, before this game. So it was just a friend of mine, and he just reached out as a true friend to say, hey, not that I could get you the role, he didn't guarantee us roles. He just said, hey man, you my buddy, man, come out and read for this role, come try out. And we just happened to get lucky, and it's crazy that it's just two fucking cousins that did it, you know?
Yeah. For us, you know, preparation, it's like an acting thing. You know, you do different things to get into your character. I know Steve liked to listen to a lot of music and stuff, and like Tom Hardy stuff. Like you like these, yeah, Bronson. You said was a good thing for you. For me, it was just I just basically, you know, played with myself. You know, played myself. I did that on purpose. Anyway, no, I just develop a character. You know, you read the lines and you say, okay, what would I do in this situation? And then what I wouldn't do, you know, I'm not going to kill people and rob banks and shit, but I can imagine what I would do in that situation. That's what I bring to it. And that's where the humor comes in. And I always look for the humor. I want to find the humor. I don't care if it's a drama scene or a comedy. I want to find the humor in the scene, because I think that's real life, you know. So that's my brand. I did a lot of exercises and stuff, but whatever. But it's all about the script, man. It's the words. The words are so good, and when the script is good, you really kind of don't have to worry about it, man. The shit just happens, and then they let us develop as we went along. You know, let us bring more of ourselves to it and everything. You know, where you know we would translate stuff. Like Solo and I are not. See, Steven has a British mom, right? So all those Britishisms in the script, they fit you.
It all made sense because a lot of times they didn't know what, because it was written by
A bunch of Scottish guys.
So the Brits and the Scots have a certain thing which they brought to Trevor, which I loved, because my mom speaks like that, you know, half British. So
Yeah, and it made sense for you to go to the loo, right? You always say that.
I say that to this day. So
Yeah.
it's always about the words.
Yeah, but for us, we had to translate it. You know, we had to like kind of learn how to speak English. You know, we brought our street stuff to it, and so that was nice that they gave us that freedom to do that.
All right. I guess on the topic of that last question, in your all most iconic roles, did you guys have any sort of inspiration or influence that really drove your performance before you went into read or vocab, anything like that?
Well, for me, basically, I just put myself on CJ because it was a gang based in Los Angeles, based off the gang culture. So I didn't have to go to the school of theatrics or or nothing like that. It was a situation of where it was natural for me to do that. I knew the slang words, and like you said, it's what they from they Scottish people or yeah. So when somebody is not actually from the streets, they'll write stuff like degenerate. We don't use that word in the hood though. You know what I'm saying? So some things had to be changed and mixed up, but at the same time, it was more of a natural thing for me because they were looking for Los Angeles gangbang.
For what, in regards to like inspiration and stuff? I mean, I used to listen to, like what Ned was saying, music a lot. Music does a lot. It's very important to me personally in my life. So I would listen to a lot of, typically people would have assumed I was listening to some death metal, or especially when the violence or all of that shit. But for me, I always started a place where, some people call it boo-hoo music. It's very sad music. A lot of just instrumental, sad songs that essentially can bring me to tears listening to it. So I'd started a place of just utter vulnerability stripped back. So when you have no skin, you have no epidermis, when I'm feeling vulnerable, then when I go to perform, I'm open to anything. So I can take more in and I can put more out, which means I can feel everything. So I could make you laugh as easily as I could fucking tear your eyes out, because I'm open to it. So that's where I like to start from, is a place of vulnerability. It's like in life, if you keep vulnerable and keep open, you're gonna grow more as a human. As an actor, if I start from that place, hopefully my performance will be better. So that's how I get going.
Yeah, for me, I just kind of go gut. I'm more of a gut guy. I just like, if something pops into my head in the middle of a scene, I go with it. I chase that. And I was given freedom to ad lib a lot, so it was kind of cool to be able to have that collaborative kind of feel, right? Because, they only told me one time, don't do that. And, the director came up to me and he said, Ned, they want you to say the line exactly as written. And I was like, dude, the line sucks, man, right? And he's like, and Rod's like, trust me, this is the line. Fuck. All right. You forget 1,000 things every day, pal. How about you make sure this is one of them? And it was the line. And that's why they're a rock star and I'm not, because that was the line. They knew. But I like to go with my gut. Wherever my gut's taking me, that's where I'm going to go, because that's how I do it in real life, and I wanted to bring that to the character.
Let me ask y'all this. Did you guys only have to read the script once?
No, I mean to say it. Because my script was thicker than 2 Bibles.
Oh man, it was huge.
No, because
like 3,500 pages.
But in San Andreas, if CJ eats too much, he get big.
Right.
So then you have to say it in a heavier voice. So I had to do the regular script, and then I had to do the script with the big voice. Like I'm out of breath, like a big person would be. So I had to read that shit twice.
Yeah, but we did a lot of like different things, like, where if like a mission fail kind of thing. Like I had to do this yoga thing, which was an all-day shoot. And I had to fail big, had to fail a little bit, had to fail more, and then I had to get it right. And I'm telling you, by the end of the day, man, I was sweating my balls off. It was so hard, and it was all different, like what you're talking
Balls
about.
are also called scrotum.
Yes. No, that's the bag.
In case
That's the bag.
Some people might not know what balls are. Balls are essentially a scrotum.
No, that's the bag that the balls are in.
Oh, the scrotum's the skin?
Hey man, we got young people in here, man.
Well, I taught a young girl
Well,
today
they will
about
get an A, and they'll get an A in biology then.